get my seat. Hello. Yes, it's that Friday feeling chit chat. I'm hoping that you can all hear me. Oh, there you go. Now, I have got my iPad down here. This is all bit lastminute.com. The reason will be revealed. Yeah, I've been at the field. I didn't do my ASAT today, which I thought I was going to be. It was all going to be a big surprise, but it didn't. Let's wait until a few more people coming in. I'm not. I'm not signed in on my iPad, unfortunately, but I can see if it goes back again. I can see who's there and who's chatting. Hi Caroline, hi Dan, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. It's all a bit lastminute.com. Hi. Hi Gaines. Sorry, all that went funny. Hi Gaines, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. It's just a quickie really. Even my iPad's going so as it goes, I might miss it, all the text going by. But let's just see who else comes in, because obviously it's the Friday feeling. Normally it's 7 o'clock, so I thought I got in from the field. Here we go. I can do it. There we go. Live now. There's the doggies. Oh, come on. I'm not signed in on my iPad, so I can literally see who's in chat though, which I couldn't do last time. I've done a quick bit of a random one. Hopefully, there we go. Here we go. So now I can see. There. Hi Alfie. See, I can now see people, because if you're doing it on your iPhone, it whizzes past, and you don't see it. So Harry Potter has really gone grey. Hi Jerry, how you doing? Yes, Harry Potter. Yes, I've been playing me Quidditch today. So let's see who's coming in. Yeah, hi Jerry. Yeah, look, good time. We'll wait to see if anyone comes in, and I can explain the next part of my journey that's been going on. I presume everyone can hear me. Caroline, give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, or anyone, because I've literally thrown the iPhone on my little stand rig thing here, and got it going. So presumably someone would have said, Chris, I can't hear you by now. He says, does anyone want to give me like a yes, we can hear you, Chris? Cheers Dan. As I say, literally I've been at the field all day today. I've got a bit of sunnage going on, so it's all been a bit crazy day today. And this is what happens, you see, because I normally do the Friday feeling. Yes, how's the A training? Steve, how you doing? Well, I'll explain everything in a second. It's just that because I know a lot of people enjoy the Friday feeling, which is fantastic. It means the world to me, it really does. So I didn't want to just put a post up saying, yeah, ran out of time, because I've literally been up in the field. I got home from the field about an hour and a half ago, and that's not enough time for a YouTube video. It takes me that long to compile it, and God knows what else. But yes, I've been at the Skylarks field today with David, a man called David, not David as you know, our quad David, but another David, who I thought was the A certificate guy. I mean, I know he's a great pilot, but no, he's not. So, dumbass me thought that I'll probably be doing my ASAT today, but I'm not. But anyway, I did fly down the field today on my own. I have got stuff on an SD card, but from the plane, as to say. But I could have made a video for this week, last week. I mean, I do try to do the Friday feeling from that day, rather than sort of making loads of videos. Like, I suppose I will have to in the end, because where I'll be flying, I'll probably do it like a week behind. So everything I do this week would normally be videoed for next week, I presume. I don't know. That's probably the way it would go. Because if I'm up the field, it depends how long I'm up the field. I do try to get to the field, especially at Paul Heckles, normally at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm normally at Paul's for 3 hours, and then I can zip down to home and then just go mad and crazy, trying to compile everything and trying to make it look as good as possible and sound as good as possible to show you guys and girls. But yeah, I could probably do that. But today at Skylarks, I was there and I had to meet David at 1 o'clock, at 1 p.m. In the afternoon. So the time very quickly. I was showing him what I could do, doing the sort of configure 8s and everything else. And obviously he turned around and said, I'm competent, I'm safe, and I just need a bit of brushing on the edges on the figure of eights. But today was, I mean, even though as Paul Heckles to say, don't blame the wind. Just deal with it, which I did. But we had some funny gusts, and it's a totally different field from Paul Heckles' Skylarks. You've got these funny trees that obviously you've got the coming to the field that roll the air across. So it's a bit weird. It's something to get used to. So I'm kind of glad in a way that I wasn't doing my ASAT today, even though it was a passable, as he said. And plus, there's questions as well that you need to answer. These are, what do you call it? Multiple, they'll fire some questions at you. And one question I didn't know that the examiner can pass to you. They could turn around and say, and he said this to me today, and it was like, I've been, looking at the sort of the cap 77722, Article 16 can only fly 400 feet, blah, 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 But these are the questions I didn't think about. And one of them was, what prop shouldn't you fly? So if you've got a prop on your plane, let's get that right. What shouldn't the prop be before you fly? And I turned around to him and went, metal? I don't know. Is that, because I don't know if you get a metal prop. It was just the first thing that came into my head. And he turned around to me and goes, what else, Chris? I mean, David's not an examiner. But he said, what else? And I said, oh, I don't know. And he goes, there you go. He could have failed you for that. So your flight could be perfect, ace perfect, almost B certificate perfect. And you get one of these questions wrong or a couple of questions wrong, that's a fail. It's a bit like your driving test almost. You've got to do your theory test before this country in England. You've got to do your theory before you do a drive. Hey Victor, how you doing, buddy? Victor is just a quickish. I mean, I rabbit on for England, but it's just I've been flying out in the field again today, and I got home about an hour and a half ago. You're on lunch, Victor. Good man. Thanks for popping by your lunch. Hope your digestion. Anyway, as I was saying, he was turned around and said, what prop shouldn't you fly? And this could be one of the questions in the exam. So as I say, in England, you do your theory test and then you do your test as well. So it was like, oh, I don't know. And it was silly things. And you're probably thinking and wondering there as well. Okay, you should never fly an unbalanced prop. I want to see the Spitfire. Hi, Chris. Pilot's popping in. Hey, Jude. I want to see the Spitfire. Yes, me too. Me too. We can do this because we're in live, can't we? There we go. Look, there we go. So let's go. Oh, God, nearly dropped her. This is still the state of the Spitfire at the moment, and the reason is. There you go. Look, oh, God, bashing on the other plate. There you go. I can just about see. The reason is this back arse here. Okay. Now I even got to I cut into this so it would go flatter. Now what's happened is that when the wing's on there, the wing it's not flat, it's not nice how the Spitfire is. It protrudes. So I just cut this down to see if I could press it down if it was like the mold was wrong and everything else. And it's not. Now I'm not going to make a whole new one of these, whatever the name is called. There is a name for it, I can't remember. As you can see, it's pretty, it comes away. Look, see, I've got to stick it on everything else. I just probably need to do something with it. But, I didn't want all this lovely Spitfire engine with real exhausts and all that sort of stuff go to waste. So I've been really just working. Let me put this over here. Go. Talk amongst yourselves a second. It's called a fairing. There you go, fairing. Thank you very much. Right, so now while we're on there, pilot's paddle is the fairing. The reason it's still down like that, it was because what I was going to do, I was going to rip that plastic fairing off and make my own. Now it's not really hard. I did see someone who built a Spitfire, a bit more scale, but made it themselves out of balsa and from scratch. Not like a plan. Well, a plan. I think he had a plan, but and he made them. You can bits of wood, a bit of balsa, Only light balsa. I mean, you know, in fact, this is the sort of stuff that he used. Bashing my planes about here. Here we go. So sort of that thick, and then what you do, you'd make your the size of the fairing go along the wing, how it would normally do, and then afterwards you get some of this, which I kind of love, which is very, very moldable, and I think you can wet this in hot water as well to make it more malleable. Word of the day, malleable. I can't even say it, malleable, whatever, you know what I mean. And then that can, so that was something that I was thinking about. Now, that takes time that I haven't really got, unfortunately. I mean, normally in the summer, in August, which we're in, things go quiet in the work department as everyone else is on holiday. But it hasn't this year. It's gone absolutely crazy, which means the only day I get off is Fridays. We have Fridays off because we decided this year we wouldn't take a pay rise, so we got Fridays off. And the weekend, obviously, most of the times with the family. So it's tough. It is tough. So I thought I'd concentrate, even because the Spitfire, I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time. So, oh, look, oh, it's a big scary hand. It's because the other said, say it 5 times fast. No, I am not, Victor, because I'm bound to say something silly. I am not your lunchtime fun thing, Victor. But it would, yeah, my teeth would probably fall out. No. Anyway. So, yeah, I want the Spitfire flying as well. I've still got the Tiger Moth to fly as well. Pilot paddle. So, yeah, I want her up in the air as much as you do, my friend. Yes, you can soak balsa in hot water, then wrap around, hold it in place. There you go. Thank you. Why isn't this going up? There you go. So thanks, Steve. Cheers. Thank you very much. The iPad's on a slight delay. It has got better, actually. The delay is not so much of a delay, which is kind of cool. Don't know why that's changed. But okay, Steve. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's what I thought you could do. So yeah, and then it kind of like heat shrinks itself. So anyway, that was one of the things I was going to do. So I was going to make my fairing myself. Because I wasn't happy with that plastic fairing. It's really, it's not great at all. You know, it's not solid at all. I think after a few times of taking the wings off, so I can just type as fast on my phone. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm terrible typing anyway. So, but normally I've got my laptop, haven't I? And we do a proper show, and I can do a lot more stuff, which I've got to do. I think it's basically because it's been hot, and I know that everybody's probably out in the summer, especially in the UK. Oh, it's hot lots of places, I suppose, but in the UK we're having another big heat wave coming next week, but it's been hot most of the days. So there you go, pilot paddle. I hope that explains to you what's going on with the Spitfire. The wing over there is finished. I've still got to make the covers for the wheels, but I'm not really bothered about that. She is ready to go in the air. Everything's been done. The electronics has been done. Everything's been done. Obviously, I've got to look at the CG, but everything is ready to rock and roll. It's just I didn't want to put it in the air when it's not smooth at the back, because it will fly. It will fly differently. Yeah. You know, after all the time that I've spent on her, and I know I do take my time building, and I appreciate everyone that follows it. It will be soon. Anyway, back to Skylark. So today I've been at the field all afternoon because that's when I could. I'm planning to get one. Get one. Honestly, if they're in stock and you can get one, get one. I mean, you know, watch my videos so at least you know what not to do and what you can do. But you know, by the time you get yours together and everything else, then hopefully I would have done the maiden on her. I mean, the maidens are going to come thick and fast once I can get down the field by myself. Now, I did a few times. Good. Now anyway, so back to the A certificate. So yeah, so you shouldn't fly with the prop if it's not balanced and if it's got a chip in it. Simple things that you would not normally think of. I didn't think of it. And these questions, they're so random. That question might not even be asked from you. But if you don't know that question and you get it wrong, you failed, which is really scary, don't you think? So I've got some squatting to do as well. I've been given David, lots of Davids up there, but David Newbury Newbury, I think I said his name right. Today gave me a booklet to read across that's the other questions and bits and pieces. It's all to do, you know, sort of the British Model Flying Association, the BMFA, which basically, you know, does all your insurance. I think in America it's called the AA or something. So there you go, look at that. I don't know if it's back to front. Is it back to front? I'll be able to see on here actually. Come on, iPad. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's nice. Right, right. Yeah, BMF.org. Yes. So he sits on there. You see. Hello. Ah. Oh yeah, look, I got myself a little pet. How you doing? Oh look. Mad. Been in the sun all day. Yeah. So there was that. Unlike quadcopter, you bend it and it send it. Yes. Well, believe it or not, when you do your ACERT, because you're going to do an ACERT in quads as well, I believe. From what David was telling me, other David, Quad David, the one you see on the Quadaholics. Yeah, you can get ACERT in that as well. And there are, on the BMFA now, there is quad specific questions. So there's something, yeah. So anyway, I have been given permission, as long as I've got a spotter, so they can see if anyone's, because the field has got an active footpath for the public, and also I think they've got some animals, horses, and they've even got sheep. So as long as I've got someone with me, this is a big moment. This is a big moment for me, because Paul Heckles has signed me off, but I feel that I just want a bit more practice with the figure of eights in different wind states, in different ways. I've got the confidence now, and I can land, which is a great thing. And today I landed without bending any wheels or any struts, which is fantastic. You know, they're not always going to be great days. Anyway, I've been told today that as long as I've got someone with me to spot and bits and pieces, I can fly down the Skylarks field unaided, which is fantastic. Which means now I can go down, flying down the field, basically on my own, as long as I've got someone with me, which means I'm not on my own. But you know what I mean, without another pilot. Yeah, Chris, did you pass? Who's that? Who's just come in there? He just flashed up. Mark, no. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Right, sorry, Mark. You've missed a lot. This was because I've been at the film. I went to go. It's okay, Mark. It's all good. I went to go there to do my ASAT today, but the chap that I was going with, I thought was an examiner, and it wasn't. He's one of the trainers, but not the examiner. So I went with him. I wasn't buddy boxing. I was using my own transmitter. He was just sitting there watching me, and he asked me to go through all maneuvers of figure of eights and dead stick and landing, taking off, and God knows what else. And he deemed himself competent and safe, and also it would have been a pass if I'd have done it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want my flight to be not seamless, but I want to be a lot more smoother. You know, I'm very you know, rah on the controls. I want to be a lot more smoother in my turns. You know, I know it's going to come with practice, but now I can. So I've spoken to the president of Skylarks, and he has given me permission to fly at the field on my own, as long as there's someone there to make sure that there's people are not going to start coming running onto the runway while I've got the big ass boomerang with its flying awesomeness going to hit anybody. So it's all about safety. That is the A certificate anyway. It's just about safety, to know that you're doing everything right, you're starting the engine without cutting your fingers off, etc, 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 and people around you as well. So the good news is that I now can get down the Skylarks field, which is literally 20 minutes drive from me. It's not far at all. Not that I'm going to get a lot of time during this week. Happens all at the wrong time, because normally in any other August I could probably do a few days during the week. Yeah, it's in the bag, mate. It's in the bag. I don't like to be overconfident. I really don't. I'm not that sort of person. It's like they don't count your chickens into their hatch sort of scenario. But you know, I've got the great Paul Heckles. I mean, he is the god of flight in my book, and I'm also going to be going up in a scale plane with him as well, in the Warrior. Is it called a Warrior? Yeah. So that'll be soon as well. So we'll have to video that anyway. But anyway, you know, sort of like full scale planes. But scale planes, he's a fantastic pilot, and if he says I'm good enough, then I feel I'm good enough. And today, David Newbury, he said, yeah, he was flying by himself, and I landed as well. I mean, that's last time I landed in that field by myself was 3 years ago, before the pandemic. So, and now that was buddy box. Today was, and it wasn't bad. I mean, you should never blame wind, you just act on it. But today, it was the gusts. It had sort of like 17-mile-an-hour gusts out of nowhere, which it was a lot of a bobbly cloud everywhere. So there's lots of whatever the word is. But yeah, I think so. I think it's in the bag. So, and the Pilates, yeah, the Pilates, as I say, because I hadn't had the time, she's still sitting down there waiting for her nose to be pulled out and to have the tank put back in place. I've also got this really cool toy. Those of you that follow me on Instagram would have seen this, and it is basically, if I could, it's the Sky RC GNSS speed meter. Now, it's not just all about speed. It basically says, look, this is not, I'm not sponsored by them. I'll read it. It says, stop wondering how, hang on. Stop wondering how fast your RC can run and how high your RC plane can go. Can fly. This unit recalls all the, it recalls the altitude, instant recall after run. So basically what it is, you put it on record, you tell it, you can do it on speed as well. So I can put it on that baby to see how fast she goes. But you put it in there, and what happens afterwards, you download a bit of software, RC software, and it's in the it's not Internet Explorer, Bing, I think it is, that it works in. And it attaches itself to Google Earth, excuse me, and then gives you can see how you've flown and how high you've flown. So it's almost a three-dimensional sort of log feedback. So I'm going to be using that next time, and that'll be a part of the of what I'm doing. Now, obviously, because I'm going to be flying next Friday, I will be doing it early. So I can only apologise. You just have to bear with me. I mean, I appreciate everyone bearing with me anyway, but if you could bear with me a bit longer, as I say, the boomerang's still outside. I haven't brought her in yet. It will be another flight of the boomerang, but it'll be at the Skylarks Hill, but it's be me on my own flying, and we'd be doing some practicing landings. So it'll just be yeah, that sort of a Friday feeling. It'll be a great Friday feeling. It's been a brilliant Friday feeling for me. I've got one of these, not full logger, but small and light. Speed Flea, yes. I don't know if I can press on that. Can I? Here we go. Let's have a look at here. Yes, I have seen this. I have seen. In fact, I think I've got one of these Speed Flea things in my box of goodies for the quads. That was going to be for the quad. This is this is quite light. This probably weighs the same amount as the camera on my on the boomerang that I've been using. Excuse me. But it's kind of light, kind of small. It probably does say how much it weighs. No, it doesn't. But it probably does in the instructions. But I just thought it'd be so cool to better yourself, to find out sort of like, how good your tracks were, how good your figure of eights were, and how high you're going, and how stable your height is. Because it'll tell you, how if you was up like that, or if you was quite along like that. So that's just more of interest. Now my iPad is getting lower and lower on battery, so I'll try and see if everyone says who says what and bits and pieces. But yeah, so the journey is continuing. 10 grams. Wow, that is light. It's like a USB, really, isn't it? But that's really cool. But it was literally for the data login that I wanted it, really, Caroline. It was so I could come back and just improve myself, just to find out where I'm going wrong. I mean, I know I'm going real into detail, but that's me. I want to see, and then because then you can overlay the weather maps, so then you can see where the wind was coming from, east or west or whatever else. And it just helps you be a better pilot, which I want to be. When I come to fly these big birds and all that sort of stuff, I want to be confident. Confident. That's the word. Confident. Oh my giddy up. It's the sun. It was hot today. I want to be confident in what I'm doing. I don't want to sort of like be too worried. And And my ultimate goal, eventually, a few years down the line, would to be pass on all that information to young pilots. You know, to keep the hobby going, let people know it's, you know, there's people out there will be willing to train them, would be willing to Paul Heckleize them. I mean, you know, we'll have to do a video maybe in the winter. We'll catch up with Paul and sit him down with some cocoa and get some stories out of him. He's the story to tell. Is a man full of information. He's absolutely fantastic. Now, excuse me. I have also, I've also brought myself. Excuse me. I've also brought myself on a pay monthly, because you can, a Panasonic 4K 24 times zoom camera. Yes, I'm going to have someone that's going to help me film the planes that I fly, and also at the air shows that I'm going, like Popham air show soon. I can do a bit of filming, and yeah, just give you guys and girls a bit more entertainment, a bit more content. You know, so I can get a bit closer to the planes I'm flying, or someone can film the planes that I'm flying to give you a better outlook of how she flies, because it's always good. I mean, not all the time David's about, Quad David, you know, which is great, because obviously you get to see what she's like in the sky, which is brilliant, because then you can see how she's handling the wind and all sorts of things, and make fine adjustments to the aero of the actual plane. But I thought, wouldn't it be nice to sort of like actually see the plane flying through the air up close? If you saw, I just had some, I literally walked in, threw some dinner down my throat, and just realised that I probably shouldn't have done that. When I was trying to film this bird, the Pilatus with the iPhone, it's good, it get there, but trouble is, it's the footage is a bit soft. Where this is a 4K camera, I mean, I wouldn't record in 4K. I don't think, because it would take forever to upload. That's the trouble, you know. If you do 4K content, you need the whole week really to upload it to YouTube to watch 4K. But we'll do that. I mean, you know, I think I've really got to pull away from trying to. I will try and do it, obviously, but I've got to try and pull away from trying to do whatever I'm doing and then post it on that Friday. I think, you know, it's almost like, you know, I can do, I'll do stuff normally on today Friday, and we'll post it next Friday maybe, just so I can be, it's not so rushed, so then I can add more content that you'll be interested in, rather than waffling on for sort of 10-15 minutes or something, and give you some give you some good stuff. So it's I mean, why they got the iPad, so I can 7%, so I can see who's chatting there. Other people been doing anything fun? Have you got anything great? I mean, obviously I've seen Victor flying some cool birds of late. Caroline, if you haven't seen her channel, go and see Caroline's channel. Feel free to bung your channels up. I don't want to type because at the low battery mode, I'm already on low battery mode on the iPad. Caroline's been doing some quaddage and doing some fantastic footage. Is that 4K, Caroline? I don't know. I'm recording 4K but uploading 1080p. Right, Victor, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting to know. 2K, yeah, Caroline's 2K. I'll tell you what, if go and see Caroline's footage that she's uploaded recently, I was blown away. The detail imagery, I mean, the flight's smooth as well. It's awesome. I really enjoyed the video. And Victor's obviously his flights. I love Victor's flights. But it was just the fact, I think, where I can't remember where you went now, Caroline, but it was just the mountains and bits and pieces. It's really nice, you know, to watch that sort of quad flight of just floating, you know. I've been flying my Seagull Yak 54 with a 108 engine picked up at the Wings and Wheels this year. It's such a shame, Mark. Oh, I did Lake District, that's okay. I didn't go to Wings and Wheels this year because I was going to go to the other air show. But unfortunately my wife was very ill and we couldn't go to it, wherever the air show was, up north somewhere. Brain's gone again. But yeah, the Yak, what is it, 54 with a 108 engine. We picked up Wings and Wheels. That's awesome. I'm hoping to pick something up, even though I've got no room, and we decided to pull back. What's it, you're doing your Viper tomorrow? A bit of EDF. Oh, 6S as well. That sounds fun. Western Park, Steve, thank you. That's it. Help the old geezer, will you? Yes, yeah, Western Park was, which is a shame. You know, we might get our money back. The wife was it your wife? She's not ill now, Mark. Thank you though. She's not ill now. She was ill when we was about to go Western Park. Literally a couple of days before, she was very ill. She's fine now. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'd love to go Western Park. Yes, Mark. Well, I'm going to go next year. I mean, this year I did book a caravan, so we was going to stay up there. You know, they come and park a caravan on there. The pilots use them on bits and pieces. And unfortunately, we lost all that money. So it's like, you know, I think it was like £500-600 down the drain. So it's like, ah. But he did say that they would honour tickets next year. So it is what it is. Life is funny turnings on our journey of RC, even it's going to shows. I'm glad the Popham show is happening this year at the end of August, September, I think it is. Beginning September, I believe. 6th or something, I don't know. I was going to look at my phone. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. I'm using my phone. It happens. It really does. This is what happens. I do need a haircut, actually. It gets a bit weird, a bit grey. Anyway, I like my beard. What else was it saying? Yes, so that's great. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves and getting by the weather. I mean, apparently it's going to be hot every year, you know, good global warming and everything else. So, but I mean, yeah. So anyway, obviously Hangar V2, we was going to go for gold with that, but we're just holding back on that at the moment, mainly because of we're not, you know, the country's uncertainty. We don't want to talk about crap, but you kind of have to a bit. So we need to know what's going on with the, you know, if we're going to go into a recession or whatever else. So just being a bit careful at the moment. So which is a good thing really, because it stopped me from buying more planes. So I've been flying the Tismo wing on Agilsea. Texmo. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm not sure what plane that is, Steve, but it's great if you're flying out there. We're on Anglesey. Anglesey. I cannot speak today and I cannot read. I don't even know why I just suddenly decided to have a quick live. The main reason was because I didn't want to just put, you know, I didn't have time or anything, because it's not good, you know. You guys do a lot for me, so it's good. Is an EPO foam wing. Oh, right. I'll have to look at that. Well, I'll tell you what, talking of wings, and of course I've forgotten the name. Let's see if I can turn you up without you getting seasick. This one here, which I've forgotten the name of it, someone remind me what it's called, is one that I want to be, which is the one that's made of blown something. 4S to the is fast. Wow, that does sound fast. 4S. I'll have to look at that. I'm gonna look at that. I will look at that this evening. Anyway, this has got a pusher prop, as I like to call it, or whatever. She's giving me a. She's anyway. All right. Oh, cool. Also, I was discontinued product as well. I have seen one of these. They're pretty rapid. I'll tell you what, Steve. You've got to be a good pilot, mate, to fly these things. They're cool. They're so like. Woo. I mean, you know, I'm getting. I don't know. I'm old. I think I'm just like it's gonna scare me when I fly some jets. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You've got to be really quick. I think I'll just end up selling all my jets or something, and just have some putt planes. I don't know. But the wings seem they're pretty mad and crazy. But that's really cool. It's cool you're getting out and flying stuff. That's the main thing. Also, did you know? Have you seen that Hobby King now? Hey David, how you doing, buddy? Just to let you know, David, while you're on, that Keith has given me the okay, and to speak to the other Alan, I think Brunswick something. Yeah, I'll chat to you tomorrow morning anyway, mate. But thanks for popping in, David. David Owens, the superhero quadcopter extraordinaire. I think it's just drove down from Scotland. If you just got back, wow. Me, if I drove down to Scotland, I'd be sleeping right now. Anyway, thanks for popping by, mate. But yes, so that's good news, David. Yes, just got home. Damn, all the way from Scotland. Body we Scotland. Excellent. Yes, it is excellent. It is really good news, actually. Yes. But David knows what I'm talking about because I was talking to him on the phone just a minute ago while he was in the car. And David said, why don't you just do a live anyway, Chris? Just go on and just chat to people and tell them what's going on. Hence while I'm on. Otherwise, it would have been like a post to say, oh, sorry, yeah. Yes, from Glasgow. That's a long old trip from Glasgow to Southeast England, Southwest England, should we say. I forget where I live now. Southwest is a long drive, man. I remember for my wedding, I drove to Scotland. And I think it took me about 7 hours, I think. Something stupid like that. Dumfries I drove to get married to a castle called Cumlondon Castle, something like that. Oh yes, you should see the picture, very scary. And yes, I did have a kilt. Was I traditional? Maybe. Yeah, so where was we talking? What crap was I talking about? Yes, this. I still forgot the name of the plane. But I want to try and put an EDF into it rather than a push prop. Yes. It's a big motor. I've got the motors over there somewhere, and it's a huge motor. So I've got to try and find an EDF for it. So what was we talking about randomly? Hobby King. Have you seen that they've now made their shipping costs? They've lowered the shipping costs. You should try and have a look at Hobby King. I mean, last time I looked at Hobby King, I was looking at the Galileo, or whatever it's called, and it was like 200 quid. And then the shipping was 230 quid. So what the hell? But now they've reduced it. 292 miles, David. Yes, in his electric Tesla, which is brilliant. Awesome. I do like that car. But yes, I've still got a bit of a hybrid. So yeah, so that's up. Without waffling on today, because you know, I could waffle on forever, but I'm not on my usual get up. It was just literally really to pop on and see how many people pop on, and I think it's about 9 or 10. Someone's left us. That's probably Victor, finishes lunch, but I appreciate you nevertheless popping in. But that is the plan. So I'll be down the Skylarks Field next Friday, doing some practicing, and then obviously in between that I'll be chatting to the man himself, and that will be coming to do my test for me, a certificate. And then basically we'll be down the field as much as I can and when I can, and trying out different planes. It could end up in disaster, or it could end up in a great maiden, but this is what it's going to be all about. This is what I've been promising you for a good few years now. I mean, okay, COVID and all that sort of stuff, the pandemic, but yeah, this is what I'm promising. And there is a lot in here, as you know. I mean, it's just like, let's see if I don't know if I can swing you around. You know, it's just, there's a lot of wings there, look, for a lot of planes in the, oh, look, in the sky, lots in there, and some you can't even see because they're under the bench. They are in the cupboard indoors, and they are in the living room indoors, and even one on the wall. Cliff, how you doing, buddy? If you haven't seen Cliff's channel, go and see Cliff, and to go and see his Da Vinci Flyer. He's building a new one. It's even bigger wingspan. In fact, something I keep forgetting to tell people, if you haven't been to dadsrchangar.co.uk, which is my website, you'll see a link there to go and download Harvey's plans for the Da Vinci Flyer. Yeah, so you should go and pop on that link. I get nothing from it. It's just to help. It's just to help Cliff, maybe, because they're such an awesome plane. I really wish I had your building skills, Cliff. I was just saying, basically what happened today, you'd have to rewind it if you want to, if you're tinkering in the hangar, and just to explain what's been happening today. Now at Skylarks Field, I can fly at Skylarks Field, and I thought I was going to do my exam today, but it didn't happen, so it will be soon. There you go. 39 minutes all into one. Well, I'm still at work, damn it. Ooh, yes. Well, as I was just saying, Cliff, normally I am still at work Monday to Thursday, and even sometimes Saturdays. But Fridays is my day of flying. Yes, you're never, in my job, you're never, you know, you're always working. It's, even if you're off, you know, answering telephones and stuff. But yeah, it's great. But anyway, so it's stuff, I mean, I've got some, we've got some giveaways soon. Don't tell everybody. We just got some bits and pieces. We've got some Dad's RC Hangar mugs to give away. I think I might have one in here actually. Let's have a look. Everyone needs a mug. I do have one here because I've been getting them in, and because I think we haven't done a giveaway for a long time. And I've got a mini model to give away, which I'm not going to tell you what it is or show you what it is. Yes, so here's the mugs. I'm just having them printed. There you go. Look at that, Dad's RC Hangar, and on the other side, it's that Friday feeling. And inside, it's a cup of tea. You'll get a tea bag. Yeah, so look out for that. I mean, it'll probably be. I mean, I was talking to David as well about doing the Qualaholics again. So I think we'll probably do a live, probably in a couple of weeks. So keep a lookout for the live that's going to be live. Yeah, it is, Cliff. It's, you know, we'll probably give 10 away. So at the moment, it's 10 people in the room. So you'll all get one. Da Vinci made another helicopter. Oh, can I do that link? Let me see that link. Oh, there you go. What's Cliff going to make, Dan? Let's have a look. What's this? What's this he does? What you done here? Oh. Hang on. Don't all leave me though. Hang on. Love the mug. Is that me, Steve? Or the one you can drink out of? Oh, yeah, skip aids. What's going on here? Oh, hello. Mr. Da Vinci. I like that, Dan. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, that is a funny Friday feeling, don't you think? Caroline, hide your eyes. Terrible. My new one's going to be amazing. Well, as long as it's not like the one I've just seen in that video. Dan, really? But that is funny. I like that. Oh, look, I'm cutting my head off here. Look. There you go. That's funny, Dan. That's tickled me. That is tickled me. I'm going to have to show everybody else that now. It's one of them things, and that's how to get watch time, and that's how to get loads of people is to do a video like that. Yes, but anyway, Cliff. Yes, that's amazing. Amazing. Your builds. They're getting bigger and bigger. I think you should make a super scale Da Vinci. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Sort of like 3-meter wingspan or something. Going. Hi, Philip. How are you doing? Yes, I'm fine, thank you, sir. You'll have to go back to the start if you want to know what today's about, but I'm going to say it in about 30 seconds. Okay, so I went to the field today, my local field, Skylarks Field, to do the A certificate. But when I got there, it wasn't an examiner, it was a trainer, so I couldn't do my A certificate. But I did fly on my own, and because of that, I am now, as long as I've got someone with me to watch and bits and pieces, I can fly on my own. So now what I'm going to do is I can fly on my own at the field until I think personally I am perfectly ready and I know enough questions to do my certificate. And the guy that does the A certificate only just lives a spitting distance down from the field. He would come over, do my A cert, it'll all be done. We'll be flying loads of stuff. There you go. Now you're all caught up. The rest of it's just me waffling on. Yeah, so we've got some mugs to give away. I've got a little plane to give away. Also, I'm just waiting. The reason I'm waiting, because it's not even in here, I got baseball caps with Dad's RC Hangers. You normally see I'm wearing my videos. Yes, they're coming as well. And they're all giveaways. It's all giveaways, and it will be on my merch afterwards, I suppose. JCB, I am not repeating that again, JCB. I am not. Thank you for popping in, my friend. It's literally, you'll have to watch it from the start again when it's stopped being live, and you'll find out what's going on today. Or just, if you skip it back, if you go to it in about 40 minutes, then I've just explained it in about 60 seconds. But on course for my A cert when I feel that I'm ready. But I'm at a local field now, which is about 15 minutes journey away. Maybe catch you longer next time. Yes, Philip. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's literally a spare of a moment. I'm still thinking, you know, because normally I do a Saturday Night Live, as you know. But I think maybe that I should just do a later one, because obviously there's a lot of people on the other side of the phone as well. You should put yourself on repeat every 40 minutes. I think people would get the ump with me, wouldn't they, Steve? I don't know. I could do that, couldn't I? Repeat. But hey, it was because the reason sort of JCB and sort of Philip, it was just that I was flying all this afternoon, and I didn't get back home in time to put anything to video because I do the Friday feeling in one day. Yes, I know you're thinking, you crazy man, but yes, Max Hedron. Don't start me. I've been in the sun all day. Come on, I'm having sunstroke. But Max Hedron, I love it. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. But yes. So rather than just putting a community post up saying I've got nothing, I got lots of footage. I got footage when I was doing the Pilates, because the day before and the morning, because I was literally at pools all day long, I was flying the boomerang all over the place, and I've got tons of footage of that. But you've seen the boomerang so many times, I didn't want to bore everyone. It's like, oh, Chris, the boomerang again. You know, at least give it like a few months, and then just I'll pie with boomerang footage. But I've got so many planes that I want to fly. I really have. And now I've got a camera. I've ordered a camera. It's kind of a myself and my good wife decided to get it, so I can get some good footage. It's the same one as Bruce uses on X-Wing. Is it X? Not X-Wing, is it? X flight? No. What's Bruce's channel called? X something, isn't it? Can you fly? Well, can you fly on your own? The flying really starts once you can realize it. Yes. X-Jet, thank you, Caroline. Yes, Steve, I can fly on my own. I'm allowed to fly on my own. The reason I want someone with me, when I say someone with me, I could kidnap someone walking down the road, tie them up on a chair and say, just sit there, will you? The reason is because how many because, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, is that there's like a walk path, a public walk path that goes round the back of the field, and we've got a MenCap unit for people that need help more than sort of someone like I do, and I need a lot of help, trust me. Take a fresh pair of underpants with you. I'd just be free, man. There's lots of grass, it's all good. Well, today I was flying on my own. Basically, David Newbury, who's down there, was just watching me, and that's the first time. Extra set of eyes. It's because I don't want, you know, if because they I don't like to use the word. Have you passed your ACERT? Yes. No, I haven't taken it, Philip. I was meant to go today to do it, and the person I spoke to I thought was an examiner but was a trainer, so it was my fault. I messed up. I ballsed up today, but it doesn't matter, because now, from him and speaking to the president of the club and the field and everything else, they've allowed me to fly by myself. I saying I want someone with me, one, because they can video, and two, because they can look out. Because if the people at MenCap who they're not, I don't like call people that need extra help. I hate that word, special needs. I really do. It's people that need help, extra help in life, you know. And I had them coming over today, and they was looking at the plane. And thank you, Philip. Yeah, and they like it. But if one of them decides to run behind me to walk because they see the plane and everything else, and I'm landing and I don't see them, no way. So I'm like that. I'd just rather be someone be there, say, you know, Chris, watch out, there's someone coming. I'll take evasive action. Or Chris, you know, there's a lot of low flying planes over there as well, because they see it's a big long runway. They probably do their stall tests and that. You hear them today, and I'd rather someone say, Chris, you know, there's a plane flying lower than 40. You will smash it. Thank you, Steve. Honestly, I do thank you all for your lovely comments after Paul Heckles basically cleared me for my A certificate after so many lessons, lots of lessons, and one of them, and I'm still going to be with Paul. You know, it's going to be more of a coach rather than a trainer now. I will go and see him with other planes. I want to sort of fly with him with my biplane, because that's going to be a totally different kettle of fish. I want to go there with one of my jets. Everything else, I mean, you know, whatever jet I take, probably the Vulcan jet would be the first jet that I fly. And yes, it'll be more, you know, just to put me at ease, because then once I'm flying or everything else, then I can, you know, maybe we'll start rotating the planes in here, you know, getting them some new homes and getting some more in. So, you know, then I can start doing reviewing and doing bits and pieces. As you say, I reviewed that small plane the other day for Banggood, which was a whole lot of fun. I liked it anyway. It was diddy, but anyway. But you know, you need to be a bit more of a bigger YouTuber to get people to send you planes and bits and pieces and all that sort of stuff. Maybe it'll happen one day. I'm sure it will. You know, but as I say, this journey's first of all was to get me. And you're right, Steve. I'm confident enough, but not overconfident. But I'm confident I'll smash it. It's just I need to get. I'm one of these people that my short-term memory is not great. You know, someone will say a couple of words to me, and then I'll go, "What did you say?" Not a few minutes later. So I need to really read the book and get it in my head. So if someone asks me a simple question like, you know, what prop do you not fly with? I will know that it's a bent prop, chip prop, unbalanced prop, a prop with one prop. Anyway, listen, I've taken 50 minutes of your time, and I could chat on for hours and hours. You've got this, Chris. Yes, David, you've been supporting me all the way, as so many of you do. And obviously, David sees me in the flesh, and he supports me even more, which is fantastic. And, you know, you've seen him do his drone work for me in the videos when he can. But himself, he's doing a lot himself, getting himself a PhD or something, isn't it? So, most of the questions, to be honest with you, yes, the ones that are normal common sense, I hope they are, because I know all those ones. And I also know the ones, and stickers, yes, stickers, members, if you're a member, you get stickers. I haven't gone through that, have you? If you want to be a member, you should do, because the first this year, even though I'm bored with it, you get these stickers. Look at that, Dad's RC Hangar member, official member. And these are nitro proof stickers as well. They're not just any stickers. And I've got them on my planes. And the iPad's dead now, so I'm going to have to make sure. You've got the stickers, David. I gave you stickers. I've now missed that other, whoever said what, my iPad's died. PG Tips, yes. PG Tips. You get that in the mug. You got the choice. In fact, I'll put two in there. You got one Tetley or one PG Tips. And I might even stick in a non... What is it when the tea... caffeine. You get non-caffeine like my daughter has. She doesn't like her caffeine tea bags. I like the caffeine tea bags. Yes, I do. But yeah, be a member. If you know, I don't know how to do it on your phone or whatever else. I think the lowest tier is like £1 a month or something stupid, and you get a pack of stickers that are worth more than that. And I've got other stuff as well that I'm going to be sending out. And obviously, you get new stickers every year, and then as the tiers go up, you get bits and pieces and stuff. Then I'm still waiting for. I've got a metal badge. Dad's RC Hangar metal badge. I'm waiting for them to come. I don't know where they are. Hi Daniel, SW, how you doing, buddy? We're doing a short one today. It's a bit of a random one, really, because obviously normally you see a Dad's Aussie Hangar Friday feeling movie, but today's a bit different. Saturday Night Live, we can drag time and drag a power onto. Yes, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Get Simon on. Saturday Night Live will be returning with the Quadaholics. As you can see, that little sticker just there. See Quadaholics? Yes. That is our Quadaholics, which is all about quads and people that fly quads and do stuff. Hey, yeah, Jeff. Howdy, buddy. How you doing there, Jeff? Yeah, Jeff in Lower Alabama. If you haven't seen his shows, go and see them. They're brilliant. I actually watched his show this morning while I was tinkering around in the hangar. And, yes. Yeah, I think, Jeff, I did, yeah, when you don't see things, I think it's because I have ads. You know, I'm trying to raise as much good video tonight. Yeah, thank you, David. So I was just playing a game on my phone. Hi, Lee, how you doing? Everyone popping in now, bless you. Bless your hearts. I'm actually playing the games on your phone. What you like, Jeff? You're as bad as me. This was a random. This really was a random. I bet just to fill you in on the last couple of minutes, 5 minutes. I was at the field all day today at my local field, which is the Skylarks field, which is literally 20 minutes down the road, 15 minutes if I've got a heavy foot. Oh, okay. Great stuff. I don't know what it was. Got my VQ Spitfire ready, and it's ready for the maiden. Can't wait to see yours. Oh, wow, Philip. Fantastic. Obviously, build faster than me. I'm such a slow coach. I really am. But because I'm not doing it every day, I suppose. But should be out there, don't we? Oh, that's great, Jeff. Was that? Yes. So for anyone who's just walked through the door, I was thinking of... hi, Gaza. How you doing, buddy? I was thinking of going to do my A certificate today. I got the wrong examiner. I got the wrong person. The person I went was a trainer, not an examiner. So the A certificate didn't happen today. But I got to fly down the field on my own back just me transmitter, no buddy box. And I went through the routine with him, and it was a great flight. I could be brushing up a bit. I landed in dead center in the field as well, which I was really happy about. So I've been given permission to fly at the field. I'm going to have someone with me just to be a spotter, extra set of eyes, just to make sure if I'm there on my own. But I've been given permission now to fly there. So just come back from the Park Zone Sports Club. Didn't like. Oh, really? I'll have to look out for that, Lee, later on. Great watching and beacons. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, Cliff. As I say, my iPad died, so I can't see the what you've been writing until afterwards. I'll have a look at that, Lee. Awesome stuff, mate. But yes, so that's it, Jeff. Yes, I can now fly. Spell check. I wouldn't worry about it. I can't even read and say things right, and anything else, Lee, I wouldn't worry about. But yes, I can now fly on my own, and I think I'm going to do a couple of days down there, and I now have the correct telephone number of the examiner, and I'll get him over there, get this ASA in the bag, get it done, so I can fly all these birds and give you guys and girls a lot more better content of my journey. And the fun place to be in this RC is this is where it all goes. And yes, and then in the winter time, I'll build one of Cliff's planes. It's one of Da Vinci planes, and we'll see how that goes the following year, or even the winter. I'm still going to fly in the winter. Yeah, I don't need the dog's having one out there. I don't know what she's doing. I don't need to be sunny all the time. I'll be out and about. Anyway, on that bombshell, I'm going to get out of here. We will make, say, in the winter, we're going to start doing Saturday Night Lives with the Qualaholics again, and you've got to look out for a live in a week or so, possibly 2 weeks. Love the hangar. It is very cozy in here, isn't it? It's too cozy. There you go. Look, there's some more stuff over there. It's cozy. What's down there? Look, there's down there. There's other stuff down there. What we got around here? Let's have a look around here, shall we? If I can remember it. There's a couple of motors there. There's stuff there, and then there's all the stuff up there, and there's stuff over there, and it's cozy. It's my little place of planes, and I love it. I love it. Yes, fantastic Friday feeling, Chris. Yes, have a great, fantastic feeling, everybody. And yes, I've waffled on about 30 million subjects, but please look out for the live show. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but look out for a live show. It will be a pre-planned one, so you will see it. So make sure you pop out and see it, because we're going to have some giveaways. We'll have a little plane to give away. And it's not the one you've seen, and some cups and some caps. Just get it out there and say thank you and all that sort of lovely stuff. Doesn't matter if you live in America, I'll get it to you. It just might take a couple of weeks or whatever it is. So anyway, yes, it's all great news for me. It's not the perfect news because I did want to turn around and say, yes, I've done my ASAT today and it's done. But listen, everyone, I hope you have a great weekend this weekend. I really do. And if you can get out and fly, get out and fly. But most important, keep safe and be safe. And listen, thanks for popping by, and I really appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon. See you later now. Have a great weekend all. Ta-da.